Hey y'all, how you doing? So this is week 2 of Affirmative Living. This is a 52-week project I hope to do, in which each week I will use a tarot card, a rune, a song, a poem, a movie, and draw inspiration from it to write an affirmation and practice it along with you. And we'll do journal exercises, those of you who choose to go along with me. If you go back to last week's, which was October 31st, Halloween, that was the first video. This is the second one, and I explain about it a little bit more. So anyway, this week I am using the Sacred Geometry Oracle just because I happen to have it out. I'm featuring this deck on my Instagram page this week. For those of you who don't know, I'm on Instagram as Carolina_Dean. Each week I feature a new deck, and every day I post a photo of a card and tell you what it means, and sort of gives you something to think about, or you can allow it to guide your thoughts and actions in that day. So, like I said, this week I am featuring the the Sacred Geometry Oracle, and I drew this card here, which is called the Golden Spiral. The Golden Spiral. And then I have my affirmation journal right here. You can see I did a really bad job of drawing that symbol in here. And this is what I wrote based on some research. Now, first of all, I am in no way a scientist. I am not really smart enough to explain the mathematical meaning of the golden spiral. If that's something you guys are interested in, that's something you can do for further research. But this is what I wrote in my personal journal. It says, the golden spiral is a pattern created based on the concept of the golden ratio, a universal law that represents the ideal in all forms of life and matter. So some people believe that the golden spiral is evidence of intelligent design, that someone or something bigger than us and smarter than us created the universe and gave it laws like physics. Some people believe that the golden spiral is also evidence that are proof that the universe is governed by mathematical laws. If you go back to some of my earlier videos, I talked about how, I think it was on your 3 biblical powers, and one of your biblical powers is your ability to think. And I talked about how God thought the universe into creation. The other thing here, and in metaphysics, it says some people believe that it will bring balance and harmony into your life. Okay? So based on that meaning, our affirmation for this week is, I welcome peace and harmony into my life. Say it with me, okay? 3 times. I welcome peace and harmony into my life. I welcome peace and harmony into my life. I welcome peace and harmony into my life. So that is your affirmation that you can practice this week as much as you can, as much as you want to. Keep that power thought in your mind. Let it take root and manifest for you. And some of the things that you can do to help welcome peace and harmony into your life, I wrote down, is recognize and honor your own divinity, the divine within you. Remember, you carry a spark of that intelligent design in you, and by virtue of the power of that spark, you have the ability through your thoughts, your words, and your deeds to create the life for yourself that you want. Recognize that inner divinity. Draw upon it to manifest your intentions. Now, exactly how you recognize your own inner divinity, that's up to you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments about how you do that. The second thing you can do to help bring peace and harmony into your life is to be an instrument of peace and harmony yourself. Wherever you go, try to sow peace and harmony. Don't try to sow discord. Try to help other people find peace and harmony in their lives, and you'll reap it in your own. Figure out other ways that you can welcome peace and harmony into your life too. Just, recognize your patterns. What makes me angry? Don't let yourself fall into those negative patterns. This is your opportunity to flip the script. And the last thing I wrote is seek beauty around you and take the time to appreciate it. One of my favorite movies is The Color Purple, and there's a scene in that movie where Celie and I believe Suge Avery are walking through a field, and Suge says something along the lines of, you ever notice that trees do everything human beings do to find love? And there's also the comment of, I think she says something along the lines of, it must make God mad when you walk by the color purple and don't see it. So one way for you to find peace and harmony in your life is look at the beauty of nature around you. And not just in nature, in your own life. Look for, beautiful things. I'm not saying be materialistic about it, but just recognize the artistry and the beauty of, oh, here, this ring. I get so many compliments on this ring every day at work. I've had this ring for about 25 years. People are always talking about, and I wear it all the time, so I sort of get a little desensitized to it. But then when someone else talks about how beautiful it is, I go, yeah, it is beautiful. One thing I noticed, you guys know I've said it many, many, many times. I am gay. Love men. But I think that women have beautiful hands, especially older women. When you see an older woman's hands, with the wrinkles and her nails and everything that are perfectly done and all that, there's just something very beautiful about an older woman's hands. So you have to find the beauty around you, recognize it, and appreciate it, and that will help bring more positivity into your life and harmony. Anyway, again, this is week 2 of Affirmative Living. I hope you're going to go along with me. Get out your journals, journal your affirmation, keep notes of how it unfolded for you. For example, here are my notes from last week where I practiced our affirmation, which was, I attract positive changes and welcome them into my life. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go back to that in this video and review that with you. So this is what I wrote. Two things happened last week when I practiced that. Number one, every week I go to this one thrift store about a half an hour away. And every week there's this old man there. And I think he does the same thing I do. He goes through all the books line by line. And sometimes he'll have a cart, sometimes he'll have a little plastic basket. And I think he buys books to resell them or something. And he'll fill that little basket up, and he'll constantly pick it up, throw it down on the floor. And I'm over here looking at another section, and I'll jump every time. I hate it, and it irritates me. And I kind of feel like he ruins my experience, because I'm like, I love books, guys. I love books. So I'm in this huge thrift store full of books, and I'm just in heaven looking, for that perfect book. But what I wrote here was, there's an old man I see at the thrift store each week who I find annoying. He throws books around and gets in my way. Today, I made a point to strike up a conversation with him and get to know him a little better. And, we had a nice little conversation. I personalized him, got to know him a little bit better, and I found him less annoying. The second thing that I did this past week was I have a page. I am a member of Goodreads. I have my own authors page on Goodreads, and I've posted a lot of my book reviews on there. And someone made a nasty, well, not a nasty comment, but a comment I did not agree with, I did not like. Someone made a comment on one of my book reviews that I didn't like. And instead of confronting them or getting in an attitude back with them, I just let it go. It's still on there. I haven't liked it. I haven't responded to it, and I'm not going to. I just let it go. And then I don't have that negativity in me. Anyway, wasn't really planning on doing that review there, so it made this video a little bit longer. But again, this is week 2 of Affirmative Living. play along with me and use that comment section to let me know how life is unfolding for you. Have a great week, everybody.